I never thought I would have problems in my marriage. I always believed that love would fix everything. But now, I sit alone in my living room, wondering where everything went wrong. Let me tell you my story. It all started when I met Sarah. She was beautiful, kind, and funny. We had a great time together, talking about life, about dreams, about everything. I felt like I had found my perfect partner. We married after a short time, and I was very happy. But after a while, things began to change. Sarah was no longer as happy as before. She started complaining about small things. "Why didn't you call me earlier?" she would say. "Why didn't you do this?" At first, I thought it was just stress, but it didn't stop. I tried to make her happy. I bought her flowers, I took her to nice places. But nothing worked. It felt like no matter what I did, she was always unhappy. I began to feel like nothing was enough for her. One day, I came home from work late. It had been a busy day and I was tired. I thought I could surprise Sarah with a nice dinner, but when I opened the door, I heard her talking on the phone. Her voice was angry. She wasn't talking to me, but she was saying bad things about me. Why is she talking about me like that? I thought. What's going on? When she saw me, she quickly hung up the phone. "Who were you talking to?" I asked, trying to sound calm. "Nothing, just go to bed," she said, not even looking at me. I felt something was wrong, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to argue. The next few days were full of silence. We didn't talk much. When we did, it was only about small things. I felt like she didn't care about me anymore. I tried talking to her, asking if something was wrong, but she just said she was fine. I didn't believe her. One night, I decided to check her phone. I know it was wrong, but I couldn't stop myself. I found messages, many messages, with a man named Tom. They weren't just talking about work or friends. They were talking about their feelings. I felt my heart break. My wife, Sarah, was talking to another man. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think. The next day, I confronted her. "Who is Tom?" I asked, my voice shaking with anger. She looked at me, her face pale. "It's not what you think," she said. I wanted to scream, but I stayed calm. "Then what is it? Tell me the truth." She looked down. "Yes, I've been talking to him. But it's not serious. It's just, we are friends. I didn't mean to hurt you." "Why didn't you tell me?" I asked, my voice softer now. "Why keep it a secret? I didn't want to hurt you." "I didn't think it would go this far," she replied, looking guilty. I felt lost. She was lying to me. She was hiding things. I didn't know if I could trust her anymore. We spent the next few days in silence. We didn't talk much, and when we did, it was awkward. I kept thinking about Tom. Why did she talk to him? What was wrong with our marriage? But I also didn't know if I could leave her. I didn't know if I could just walk away from everything we had built together. One evening, I decided to talk to Sarah again. I needed answers. "Sarah," I said, "I need to know the truth. "Do you love me, or is it over?" She looked at me, her eyes filled with tears. "I don't know," she said quietly. "I don't know what I feel anymore." Her answer hurt. It hurt more than anything. I wanted to believe her, but I didn't know how. The next few days felt like I was living with a stranger. I tried to go to work and keep my mind busy, but nothing felt right. I still loved her, but I didn't know if I could trust her again. Then, one night, Sarah sat down next to me. "I'm sorry," she said. "I was wrong. I shouldn't have lied to you. I should have talked to you about my feelings. I don't know if I can trust you again," I said, my voice low. "You've hurt me, Sarah. I don't know if I can forgive you." "I will do anything to fix this," she said, her voice full of emotion. "I love you. I don't want to lose you. I will do whatever it takes to make things right." I didn't know what to say. I wanted to believe her. I wanted to believe that we could fix things. But I was scared. I was scared of being hurt again. For weeks, things were the same. We didn't talk much. We didn't go out like we used to. Everything felt different. I thought about leaving many times, but then I remembered the good times we had. I remembered the love we once shared. One day, I sat down and thought about everything. Maybe I could forgive her. Maybe we could start over. But it wouldn't be easy. Trust is not easy to rebuild. "Sarah," I said one night, "I want to try. I want to try to rebuild our marriage. But it's gonna take time. I need you to be honest with me, always. No more secrets." She nodded, tears in her eyes. "I promise. I will do anything. I will never lie to you again." That night, I felt a small spark of hope. Maybe we could fix things. Maybe we could rebuild what we had. The days turned into weeks, and slowly, things started to improve. We talked more. We spent time together. We went to counseling to help us understand each other better. But it wasn't easy. We still had our problems. There were still days when I felt unsure, when I remembered what had happened and the pain came back. One day, Sarah came home with a small gift for me. It was just a simple book, but it made me smile. It was her way of saying, "I'm sorry," again. I hugged her, feeling a little lighter. "Thank you," I said. "I know it's not easy, but I'm trying." And so, we continued. Slowly, day by day, we rebuilt our trust. It wasn't perfect, but we were trying. We were both trying. I don't know what the future holds for us. I don't know if we will ever be the same as before. But I do know that I want to keep fighting for our marriage. Because in the end, love is about effort. It's about choosing each other every day, even when things are hard. As the weeks passed, we found a rhythm. We started talking more, even about the difficult things. There were still moments when the silence felt too heavy, but little by little, the darkness began to lift. I remember one evening, Sarah came to me with a serious look on her face. "I know I've hurt you, but I want to show you that I can be a better wife," she said. I know it will take time, but I want to try. I looked at her, unsure. I was still hurt, but I wanted to believe her. I'm willing to try too, I said quietly. But I need to know that I can trust you. I'll prove it, she promised. You'll see. We began to make small changes. Sarah started helping me more around the house. We made time for date nights, even if it was just watching a movie together at home. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. One evening, we sat outside on the porch watching the sunset. I turned to Sarah, and for the first time in months, I felt a sense of peace. I'm glad we're doing this, I said. I'm glad we're trying again. She smiled, her eyes full of hope. Me too. I don't want to lose you. I've made mistakes, but I want to make things right. But even as things slowly improved, there were still moments when doubt crept in. One night, I woke up in the middle of the night, hearing Sarah's phone buzzing. My heart skipped a beat. I tried to ignore it, but my mind wouldn't let me. I decided to check her phone again. I didn't want to, but I needed to know. I found a message from Tom. My heart sank. It was only a short message, but it brought back all the pain. I miss you, it said. I felt my breath catch in my throat. Was she still thinking about him? Was I just fooling myself into thinking we were okay? I couldn't keep pretending. The next morning, I asked Sarah about it. Who was that message from? I asked, my voice tight. She looked at me, her face pale. It's nothing, just an old friend. I told you before, we're just friends. I felt the anger rising again, but I tried to stay calm. I don't want secrets anymore, Sarah. No more lies. If we're going to fix this, we need to be completely honest. She nodded, tears filling her eyes. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have kept in touch with him. I thought it would help me feel better, but it didn't. I love you. I want to be with you. I stared at her for a long time, my heart aching. I don't know if I can forgive you for this, I said softly. But I want to try. I really do. Over the next few days, we talked a lot. It wasn't easy, and there were moments when I wanted to give up. But Sarah was trying. She was doing everything she could to show me that she was committed to rebuilding our relationship. And slowly, I started to believe her. We went to counseling together. We talked about our problems, about how we had both failed each other in different ways. It wasn't always comfortable, but it was helping. I could feel the weight slowly lifting, even if it was only a little at a time. One evening, after another long talk, Sarah took my hand. I know I've hurt you. I can't take that back, she said. But I want to spend the rest of my life making it up to you. Will you let me? I looked into her eyes, and for the first time in a long time, I felt a small spark of hope. I don't know, I said, but I'm willing to try. And that's where we are now. We're still working on it. Some days are better than others, but we're trying. We're learning how to love each other again, even when it's hard. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm willing to keep trying. Because in the end, love is about more than just words. It's about actions, about showing up every day and choosing each other, even when things aren't perfect.